Toyota is not just an automobile company. Toyota is a philosophy, a mindset, a global movement shaped by innovation, discipline, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. When you look at a Toyota vehicle, you're not just seeing metal, paint, or engineering. You are seeing decades of commitment to quality, safety, durability, and the belief that mobility should empower every person to move with confidence. Toyota began with a vision to create machines that improve people's lives, and today, that vision drives millions of journeys every single day around the world. Whether it's a family heading out on a weekend road trip, a worker commuting to their first job, or an adventurer pushing the limits of the outdoors, Toyota is the trusted companion standing beside them, reliable, ready, and resilient. What makes Toyota special is not only the technology but the heart behind the company, the Toyota way. It is built on continuous improvement, on the courage to challenge old systems, on the humility to learn, and on the discipline to perfect every detail, no matter how small. That is why Toyota cars last longer, perform better, and earn loyalty generation after generation. People don't just drive a Toyota, they believe in Toyota. Every model tells a story. The Toyota Corolla represents global trust, a car chosen by over 50 million people for its efficiency and long-term value. The Camry is a symbol of comfort and confidence, delivering a smooth drive that Americans love. The RAV4 stands for adventure, for families who want safety on the road and freedom beyond the pavement. The Land Cruiser represents legacy, decades of conquering terrain no other vehicle dared to touch. And then there is the Supra, a reminder that Toyota is not only about practicality but passion, the thrill of speed, performance, and pure driving excitement. These cars represent different lifestyles, but they carry one message: Toyota designs for everyone, for every dream, every journey, and every generation. At the heart of Toyota is innovation. This is the company that bet on hybrid technology long before the world understood its value. When others hesitated, Toyota moved forward. And today, the Toyota Prius stands as an icon of sustainability, inspiring a global shift toward cleaner mobility. Toyota continues to push boundaries with hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, advanced electric technology, and smarter safety systems. Their vision is not to follow the future, but to build it, and the future they imagine is a world where mobility is cleaner, safer, smarter, and accessible to every human being. That is why Toyota invests not only in cars but in robots, transportation systems, AI-driven safety, and new energy solutions. Toyota is designing the mobility of tomorrow so the world can move forward with confidence. But beyond the engineering, beyond the technology, there is humanity. Toyota's philosophy of respect for people is not just a slogan, it is the company's foundation. Toyota understands that progress happens when people are lifted, empowered, and inspired. That is why they focus on building communities, supporting education, protecting the environment, and empowering employees with the belief that every individual can innovate and improve the world around them. Toyota's factories, dealerships, and service centers run on teamwork, trust, and the belief that excellence comes from people who care deeply about their work. That is why Toyota is not just a company, it is a global family. Today, when someone chooses a Toyota, they choose reliability. They choose safety. They choose engineering that has been tested, refined, perfected, and trusted across continents and decades. They choose a car that protects their loved ones, supports their journey, and stands strong when the road gets tough. In a world filled with noise, fast trends, and temporary products, Toyota remains steady, a symbol of consistency, longevity, and truth. And this is why Toyota continues to dominate global rankings, break sales records, and win awards for durability, value, and customer satisfaction. Toyota doesn't chase success, Toyota earns it, one driver at a time. So today, whether you drive a Toyota, sell a Toyota, or dream of owning one, remember the deeper meaning behind the brand. Toyota represents possibility. Toyota represents progress. Toyota represents the belief that no matter where you start, you can go further, dream bigger, and rise higher. Every engine, every bolt, every design choice reflects commitment. Commitment to the customer, commitment to the planet, commitment to the future. And this commitment is why Toyota stands tall as one of the most trusted automotive brands on earth. Toyota's story continues far beyond the vehicles themselves because every innovation, every design decision, and every breakthrough carries the spirit of a company that never stops improving. And as you look across the global landscape of mobility, Toyota's influence can be felt in the way people move, work, travel, and dream. For the brand has built its identity on the belief that progress is a responsibility, not a luxury, and this belief fuels their commitment to building vehicles that serve humanity with precision and heart. And when you walk into a Toyota showroom, you are not just stepping into a dealership, you are entering a world shaped by craftsmanship, engineering discipline, and a promise to deliver reliability at every mile. And this promise extends through generations as families who once bought a Corolla decades ago now return for newer models, carrying memories of road trips, milestones, and life moments that were made possible by the car that never failed them. And this trust is the invisible bond between Toyota and its drivers, a bond strengthened by every smooth engine sound, every safe stop, and every journey completed with confidence. And Toyota understands that a vehicle is not just transportation, but an extension of the human spirit, a companion through life's uncertainties, and that is why the company constantly refines its safety systems, introducing advanced features that predict danger before the driver even feels it, demonstrating that protecting people is just as important as empowering them. And as Toyota continues to invest in artificial intelligence, autonomous driving, and next-generation energy systems, it stands at the forefront of a mobility revolution that aims not only to improve cars, but to elevate human experience itself. And this future-focused mindset can be seen in projects like hydrogen-powered Mirai vehicles, smart city concepts like Woven City, and robotic mobility aids that support individuals with disabilities, showing that Toyota's mission extends far beyond roads into the core of human life, because mobility is not just about engines and wheels, but freedom, independence, and dignity, and Toyota is committed to delivering that dignity wherever it is needed, whether in crowded urban streets, rugged mountain terrains, or remote villages where reliable transportation can transform communities. And as Toyota expands across continents, it carries with it a culture of respect, a culture that values workers, honors customers, and treats every improvement, no matter how small, as a step toward perfection, reinforcing the Toyota way that has shaped the company's identity for decades. And this relentless dedication to refinement can be seen in the assembly plants where precision meets passion, where engineers obsess over every bolt, every seam, every line of code, ensuring that quality is not sold, it is earned. And this mindset fuels Toyota's resilience through global challenges, allowing the brand to navigate economic shifts, supply chain disruptions, and technological transitions with strength and adaptability. And while many companies chase trends, Toyota builds foundations where others rush. Toyota perfects, and where others focus on aesthetics alone. Toyota balances beauty with longevity, creating vehicles that stay relevant, reliable, and trusted long after the novelty wears off. And this timeless value is what draws millions of people to Toyota each year. Because in a world full of choices, people choose what they can depend on. And Toyota continues to honor that trust by expanding its hybrid lineup, refining its SUVs, revolutionizing its trucks, and elevating its luxury brand Lexus to global prestige, showcasing that excellence does not belong to one category, but can be woven into every class of vehicle. And as Toyota pushes forward, It remains deeply connected to its roots: innovation with humility, growth with gratitude, and ambition with purpose. Because Toyota does not aim to be the biggest, but the best, not only in engineering but in ethics, environmental responsibility, and long-term vision, ensuring that the generations who come after us inherit a world where mobility is cleaner, safer, and more accessible. And this long-term vision is what separates Toyota from companies that focus solely on profit, for Toyota focuses on people, planet, and progress, building a mobility ecosystem where every person, regardless of age, background, or ability, can move forward with confidence. And this is why Toyota is not simply a brand, but a legacy, a symbol of resilience, responsibility, and the human desire to go further, dream deeper, and rise higher. And as we stand at the crossroads of technology and humanity, Toyota continues to guide the world toward a brighter future, one innovation, one driver, and one journey at a time. Toyota's story continues as a reminder that greatness is not born from shortcuts but from persistence, clarity of purpose, and a commitment to excellence that does not shake even when the world does, because Toyota built its reputation not by claiming perfection, but by earning trust with every engine that starts, every journey that begins, and every driver who feels safe behind the wheel. And as the years passed, Toyota learned that innovation is not a destination but a continuous responsibility, pushing them to develop technologies that were once unimaginable, from hybrid systems that changed the global automotive landscape to manufacturing methods that became the gold standard for the entire industry. And with every challenge they faced, from economic shifts to global competition, they doubled down on improvement, proving that a brand survives not because it is big, but because it never becomes complacent. And that spirit lives in every model they produce, every test they run, and every refinement that turns a simple car into a symbol of reliability. And when people choose Toyota, they choose confidence, because the brand has shown time and time again that durability is not a claim. It is a promise that endures across decades. And Toyota understands that a car is more than metal and machinery. It is part of a family's memories, a traveler's companion, a worker's daily support, and a dream realized through hard-earned money. So they design not for the moment but for the long run, ensuring that performance, safety, and economy blend seamlessly into an experience that feels natural, reassuring, and unforgettable. And this focus on people rather than trends is what makes Toyota stand beyond applause or hype, because true loyalty is not built through advertising but through results that speak for themselves. And as Toyota moves deeper into the era of electrification and intelligent mobility, the brand stays rooted in its core mission: to serve humanity with vehicles that uplift lives, expand possibilities, and reduce environmental impact. And while other companies chase rapid change, Toyota chooses thoughtful evolution, believing that progress should be strong, reliable, and safe, not rushed, unstable, or experimental. And that is why Toyota's innovations last, because they are engineered with caution, precision, and thousands of hours of real-world testing, and for millions of drivers. That sense of trust is priceless, forming a bond between brand and customer that feels almost personal, because Toyota has become a part of people's stories, from long road trips to daily commutes to unforgettable memories on the highway. And with each passing year, Toyota continues refining its craft, proving that greatness is not about being loud, but about being consistent. And in a world full of temporary solutions and fragile promises, Toyota remains solid, dependable, and future-ready. A brand that leads not through noise, but through action. And as the future unfolds, Toyota plans to blend electric innovation with hybrid mastery, autonomous intelligence with human safety, and design beauty with functional strength, creating vehicles that honor tradition while embracing tomorrow. And this balance, this harmony, is what makes Toyota unique, because very few brands can evolve without losing themselves. But Toyota evolves while becoming even more defined, more refined, and more trusted. And with every passing generation, the company reinforces its belief that mobility should empower everyone, not just the privileged. offering affordability without compromise and performance without unnecessary cost. And as global challenges increase, Toyota steps forward with cleaner technologies, safer designs, and smarter systems, always guided by its belief in Kaizen continuous improvement, a philosophy that pushes them to get better even when they are already leading. And that mindset is what keeps Toyota relevant, respected, and ready for the future. And for those who admire excellence, Toyota stands as a proof that passion combined with discipline can create miracles. And for those who chase inspiration, Toyota's journey proves that success is not about speed, but about direction, not about perfection, but about consistency. And as this legacy continues, Toyota invites the world to imagine a future where mobility is limitless, reliable, and sustainable, where every person can move freely with confidence, where every road feels like an opportunity and every journey feels like progress. And in that vision, Toyota is not just a company, it is a global force shaping the future of transportation, one innovation at a time, one vehicle at a time, one driver at a time. And that is why Toyota remains not only a brand but a movement built on trust, powered by purpose, and strengthened by millions of people who believe in its promise. Toyota is more than transportation. Toyota is movement. Toyota is innovation. Toyota is trust. Toyota is the road to tomorrow, and the journey has just begun.